Wow. 3-player combinations. They all gave me their combinations. Cool. That was mighty nice of them. Yeah, while there is a machinist class, I think it's super weird for like the cycling of abilities. It's not just me, like I've heard it from other people too, like it's basically you do a whole lot of damage for like so many seconds, and then you have a minute before you can basically do any kind of updated damage. Super bursty, and then there's like a minute cooldown before you can do anything good again. I don't know if I can get used to that. I mean, eventually I'm sure it will, but not right away. You are come from the Kojin, you say. Dear, I hope you have the pearls. Our client is considerable haste. Yep, here you go. Here's your pearls. Why, these are paragons among pearls, such as might be described in tomes. Yes, they shall make fetching set of earrings. This should serve to satisfy the mistress. Lest you wonder, the order comes from an Ishgardian noblewoman, a regular client of ours. She requested an adornment, specifying that it must feature the finest pearls, and it must be ready on the morrow. As much as we appreciate her custom, did she not stop to consider that her request might be unreasonable? Ugh, I shouldn't be complaining openly. Please forget I said any of this. On behalf of the East Aldenard Trading Company, I give you my profuse thanks. Here's your payment with a little extra for your troubles. The company is fortunate to have dependable suppliers such as you and yours. I still don't know what that giant rock is. I mean, it's just a giant rock pillar that sits on the hill there. It's just a little weird. Arrow. That was pretty close. I thought it was right on top of the city. I've awaited your return, Sokard. Were you able to make the delivery in a timely fashion? Know it. So that was the way of it. You can choose our friends, but not our customers. Such is business. At any rate, we fulfilled our obligation, we're duly compensated, and we have you to thank for it. In case you weren't aware, it is no easy thing to harvest fine pearls, yet by your account, you did it quite effortlessly. Pearls are a gift from the Kami, and this is proof that they favor you. When next we receive an order for pearls, I know whom I shall turn. Aww, that's nice of you. Deliver the pickles. Yep. Okay. I thought one were only 30 and the other two are 60. Aha! We're ready for the next version. draw here a second. Okay, so it is 7 o'clock. I'm not done for today, just done for right now. I'm going to take a break for about an hour, and I'll be back. I'm not going to leave the stream up. So I will be back around 8 o'clock, and then we'll get back to Bard leveling and the next phase of our friendship with turtle folks. So I will see you in an hour. And whoa, welcome back. It's 8 o'clock. Like I said, I'd be back. Here I am. I'm back. More Bard leveling on the way. Once our game loads up. Like I said earlier, got my new mic today. Here it is. It's Ice Snowball with pop filter. Super excited about it. I haven't gotten a chance to hook it up yet. Hopefully tomorrow before stream. Under wraps. Good, you are here. We are preparing to embark on a search for treasure. I was certain he would follow through, but alas, he wishes to invite you on our expedition. But perhaps we should begin by explaining where we are going and why. Shikita's pirate associates in Yangxia have informed him of treasure that may prove suitable for our vault. If what we have been told is true, the owner of said treasure can be found somewhere near Namai. Our mission is to befriend this individual and see if there is aught we can do to trade for this oddity, whatever it may be. Now let us be off. Okay, so we got that. However, we are 65. So let us go back to... Nope, that's the wrong place. Castramorians. Castramorians is somewhere on the fringes. So we can do our level 65 quest for Bard. Hopefully finish it before the dungeon pops. Sanson! We are here. Look at my new gear. You haven't seen me since I was in a different outfit. Sanson is poised to pounce on Norval. He's not a fan. We've continued our surveillance on Norval's activities. It's beyond a shadow of a doubt that he has an ulterior motive. In order to find the tome, it's past time we took our search to the field, but always he finds an excuse to stall. Whenever I suggest investigating this ruin or that, he will inevitably claim we haven't enough information. It's plain he doesn't want us out there. Nay, Bastard wants all that outside goodness for himself, but try as we might, we haven't been able to find out where he sneaks off to. Warier than a bird, that one. Meanwhile, the masked bandits continue ambushing Alliance patrols, and they always know exactly where and when to strike. It's as though they have insider knowledge of patrol routes. The only explanation being that he's a mole in the garrison leaking them intelligence. And who could that mole be save for Norval? Every move of his marks him as a prime suspect. We know little and less of Norval's plot, but it can only lead to ill. We must needs bring it to light, and swiftly, before he can do any more harm. To that end, Gaiolot and I have been keeping Norval close, allowing him no chance to act. By now he will be positively itching to rendezvous with his accomplices. And this is where you come in, Silkard. We need you to feed Norval some false information, that I am in Alliance meeting and Gailat a drunken stupor. Those are both viable options. Our man will not pass up the chance to sneak out, and he is like to do so with greater haste than usual. This will afford us an opening to shadow him to his destination. Drunken stupor? Really? Not so flattering, I know, but you cannot deny that it's believable. Now then, Silkard, pray go to Norval and plant our misinformation. Once you have done so, come and meet us outside the castrum. You got it. Sir, yes, sir. I will do your bidding. Let's get rid of this hat, because it looks silly. Doesn't really look all that silly. It's more like, it reminds me of some of the troops from Star Wars on Hoth. Like that weather gear. Both of them unavailable, and there I was ready to strike out on the trail of a promising lead. Well, disappointing though it is, the search will have to wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Aha! That's incriminating. Silly chair. There's only a minute left now. Sensen, I'm here. Look at my chair. It worked, my friend. Norval rushed out of the castrum not a moment ago. He was headed east towards a ruin called Gir Kahim. Gailat trails him even as we speak. Come, let us join the chase. Okay, you go ahead and run. I'm gonna fly with the other half of my chair. We just had the right side, now we have the left side. Also, I've never mentioned this before, but what you see here on the screen is exactly the interface that you would see in-game. Well, it's all within the game. Like, I turned on the extra hotbars and stuff. Which I found out when I got the new computer months ago, was that your settings for this game are stored per computer, not per server. Got a lot. Alright, we should have 12 minutes before the dungeon comes up. Oh, and it actually let me do it, so it must be speeching, or just talking. It's a good old-fashioned tryst. Let's have us a peek, shall we? We have it, my lord. Turned it up among his retainers' possessions. At long last, Gilbold's journal, and not a moment too soon. I just about outstayed my welcome into garrison. When that adventure caught us falling upon the patrol, I had feared that the game was set up. But thankfully, the other two were blind fools, all this time watching me, and they didn't see a thing. Hee hee hee. We've only skimmed the tome, but it seems you were right about what happened to Lord Vanchelon. Was there ever any doubt? Once we return to Gridania and make this knowledge public, none shall harbor so much as a shred of sympathy for Alamigo. That shall pave the way for us to propagate Lord Vanchelon's will and advance our agenda. At last, we've uncovered Norval's purpose, and the tome is right before our eyes, no less. Commander Huloy spoke of a faction that vehemently oppose our aiding Alamigo. I dare say we have found them. But how did Norval come to lead such a crew, and what is this talk of Vanchelon? What? The Gridanian general sung about in nigh 100 songs who led our forces against Gilbard in the Autumn War? only to die of an illness before the fighting was over. Aye, the very same. Having lost his leadership, we would have lost the war entirely had the other nations not come to our aid. Don't know about the rest of you, but it seems to me our damning little secret pertains to Vainshore. And Norval seeks to use it to stoke the fires of anti-Almegan sentiment to come to some sinister end. This cannot be borne. We cannot let them have the journal. Are you with me? Aye. Oh. Why didn't it tell me that beforehand? Is this going to start over? Yeah. Wait. Skip cutscene. I saw this already. How about them? Notable, we cannot allow you to have that tome. There's only 3 of them. How did you... No matter, you'll not stand in my way. Alright, get these guys first. I constantly have a song. Alright, so you're gonna take more damage now. Oh my! Well, that didn't go well. It was going okay for a while there. Thought it was going too easy. Okay, so kill his friends first. Oh, I didn't do that right. Where are these other guys? Okay. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. Kill his friends. We got it! Yes! Whew. That was tough. Perhaps you are not such blind fools after all. Very well, take your journal. Aye, take it, read it, know the vile crime the Alamegans committed against Lord Vechelon, against my own blood, and see the folly of aiding such honorless people. What do you mean your own blood? Well, we've not seen the last of him. Did I mishear? Did he just say the Vechelon was his ancestor? No, you heard it right. Aye, that's what it sounded like. Vechelon, the folk hero loved by all, celebrated in countless songs, and that pain in the rears his descendant. Never would have guessed. Hey, Road, we've got bigger concerns. Let's see what this musty old tome's hiding. To Vechelon, I extend an invitation to negotiate peace. The meeting must be in secret, I explained, for not all of my officers share my view. My opponent accepted and arrived at the appointed hour. Peace. Everybody knows there weren't no peace. Everybody knows there weren't no peace on offer. The hell's this about? Wait, it continues. Without suspicion, he took his seat, and without suspicion, he drank the poisoned wine. The effect was swift and sure, and within the moments, the man lay dead at my feet. What? Vechelon was murdered? By poison? To this day, Lord Vechelon remains an object of worship among many Gridanians. Were they to learn of this, it would pose a serious and ongoing impediment to diplomatic relations. Yeah. There's no denying that some Alamegans did some terrible things in the past, but what Norval's trying to do ain't no better. Might be as he's after the truth, but nothing good'll come of this, and certainly not any decent songs. The truth? Tell me, Gaidelot, when we surrender this journal to our superiors, what do you think they would do with the knowledge? The seed seers aside, I reckon the brass hats at the Adder's Nest would want to cover it up, bury it nice and deep, pretend it never existed. Aye, nor would I put it past them to exploit the knowledge to gain leverage in dealings with Alamigo. Whatever they may do is none of our concern, is it? Duty compels us to hand the journal over to headquarters. You're the leader of our merry band, Sanson. The duty compels me to obey your orders, shite though they often are. You decide whether we hand over the journal or not. Gaidelot would entrust this decision to me, but what of you, Selkard? I think we should all decide. No, forgive me this unseemly display. Gaidelot has the right of it. As the leader, mine is the burden of decision. That's true. At any rate, this ain't the place for moral dilemmas. Let's get ourselves back to the castrum before Try again. Let's get ourselves back to the castrum before Norval and his mates decide they want to have another go. Yep. Okay. Gaidelot has disappeared somewhere in the castrum. giving me room to ponder matters I shouldn't doubt. I've since read through Guybald's journal, and I'm afraid there are no two ways about it. He summoned Vachelan under the pretense of peace and then slew him with poison. However, one mystery remains. It appears that one of Vachelan's sons was present at the fateful meeting. Landrenal was his name, and he narrowly escaped with his life, but instead of crying bloody murder, he announced that his sire had died of illness. Here's a man who witnessed his own flesh and blood slain, and in the most underhanded manner, yet he concealed the truth. Why did he do this? I do not understand. But it avails us not to agonize over the motives of those who lived in the past. Nay, our quandary concerns the future. For the future of both nations, the truth is best kept buried. No good can come from digging it up. 'Tis crystal clear what must be done. And yet, though my mind sees the logic, my heart rebels against the idea. Forgive me, Sokard, it seems I require more time to think on it.